Yeah, 3 days in, probably still taking your body quite a bit to adjust. It's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. Only 120 more miles, we'll be in Felixstowe. We'll be able to get ourselves another job. I do wonder where we'll be going. I might try and go to the north of England, because the north of England's one of the few places I don't actually visit in this game very often, due to the fact that, yeah, England's road sucks in this game. They're, I mean, they suck in real life, but you're in training 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the next week, and then you're going back to the morning shift 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh, so your new position is different. Is still different hours, but you're currently doing training shifts, which is why it's such a weird hour for you. Fair, right. You're gonna get whiplash, like having to wake up, realizing you don't have to start till 1, and then you're realizing shit, I'm starting at 6 now. That's gonna be pretty whiplash heavy, yeah, whiplash inducing in my opinion. But hey, man, kudos. Glad you're enjoying it. In the afternoon, since the guy who does it in the morning left, that's why. Oh, so you're taking his place, so you need. Oh, okay, I get you. They can't train you in the morning because you physically don't have a member of staff to do so. All right, now that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, really? And I turned way too early, because everyone else was turning as well. Whoops. Slow right down, because I hate these turns, because they are so much sharper than the rest of the turns in the game. Luckily, it wasn't one of these turns that I actually screwed myself on, but still. We were on the middle lane, so we're going to Felixstowe. I must admit, though, I don't think I could ever do a job that where I have to wake up so early. I'm not an early morning person. Like, working nights would probably be pretty easy for me in terms of depending on the job, because I'm actually I naturally seem to stay up late, and I don't seem to get up early. Like, even when I try to, I can. It's just like, you know, as a person, I feel like I operate better later I'm up. But yeah, I don't think I could ever do a job where I'm essentially up so early. I'd have to get up, like, depending on how long the travel was, I'd probably get up like 2 hours before that, so I'd be up at 4 a.m. and nah, I don't think I could do that. You actually vibe with the early morning shift? Fair, man, fair. Yeah, for me, definitely not something I'd be able to do. I mean, yeah, I guess you could have the full afternoon to yourself, but I don't know, my brain's like, I just prefer being up at night when it's quiet, I guess. I never really understood why I stay up so late, but yeah, staying up late for me is just so much better. Probably something to do with my, you know, depression and stuff like that, my ADHD, but it is what it is, isn't it? And this is, okay, I'm going to need to make sure I take this carefully, because this is where I flipped because of how sharp these are. And the fact that they have 2 lanes here is stupid. And the fact that it says you can go 60 down here, that's some fucking bullshit. Right, there we go. This DAF's definitely got a lot of power, though. Damn. Well, it's 16 tons, and we're able to accelerate as quick as we are. It's definitely a high-level DAF truck. To be honest, that's why you're working very early. Morning was alright. Alright with me. Sleep in the day, go for a pint at night and a nap before work. Yeah, no, I guess. Yeah, fair. Whatever works for you, man. Whatever works. To be fair, I never really liked the morning shifts at work, and I still don't. But don't really want to talk about my job. You know, depression. Currently not working. Working at the moment. So let's not talk about it. Let's focus on the playing of a video game that is distracting me from the fact that I am feeling depressed. Which, and again, thank you everyone for who was here. You know, even if you're just watching, it means a lot. I appreciate it greatly, as you are watching me play a game that I did not ever think I would stream, ever. Even though it's one of my favorite games. How many? Only 48 more miles to go, and we are in Felixstowe. Never been there before in my life. Never been to East Anglia, to be honest. So, very interesting place to go to, I would say. Apart from Essex, no one go to Essex. I mean, Essex isn't in East Anglia. Just don't go to Essex. That's my takeaway here. Just don't go to Essex. Oh, we can go back to 60 now. God damn it. I wasn't paying attention. I also need to go one over, because if I don't, the road will disappear from me and I will be expected to go there. I don't know where does that go to? So yeah, that just goes to a dock. That goes to the Felixstowe dock, I would assume. Just throwing it out there? What are we throwing out there, dude? But you never know, I might like what you'll throw down. I'm not going to Essex, yeah. Yeah, lovely dinner in Milan. But by the way, don't go to Essex. It's near East Anglia, alright? At least, like, right, feck off. Essex is, like, round here. Actually, I'll use my mouse. Essex is around here. We're close, alright? Sort of. We're close enough that I can say it. I also have relatives from Essex, therefore well, not relatives, close family friends who are from Essex, who are basically, like, I basically consider family. I can say it, alright? If they didn't want to have them piss took out of them, they shouldn't have been from Essex, alright? I mean, I wouldn't even go to see Essex to see my family because they don't live in Essex, so I don't even have to go to Essex to see my family friends. They live where I used to live, down south, so yeah, don't even need to go to Essex to see them. So, oh no, it was this road that this was the type of corner. Look, right, in all seriousness, look how tight that is there. Look at it, that is nice and small. And then if we go over to like one of the ones over here, it's like twice the size over here. They escaped. They did. They moved out of Essex when they were, I think when they were a kid, because my mum never lived in Essex, and they were obviously friends of my mum. So, but yeah, yeah, the roads in the UK need an absolute rework. Because driving in the UK in this game is an absolute pain. Apart from the fact that I can go, you know, faster than the majority of Europe. Apart from the Balkan states. Balkan state speed limits are like 66 or some shit, or was it 64? I think it was 64. It was a lot more than I expected. The only problem is they have a bunch of toll booths down there that absolutely kill your momentum. Okay. Put the brakes on right there. Let's follow the copper over here. Come on, police. Let's take me where you'll go. Let's not speed right behind a police officer, Joe. Come on now. If the game didn't tell me right at the bottom that there was a speed limit, I would never notice. So I'm quite glad I did pay attention to that there. So quickly go over to this side because we're going to be needing to take a left turn. I must admit, video games are very interesting in the fact that, and this is going to be very random that I just thought about it, but like, video games are very interesting in the fact that a person like me who has never driven in their, well, has never technically driven in their life, could play a game like this and feel like they understand how like the laws of the road. I don't understand how to drive from this. Of course not. I'm using a bloody controller. But like to understand like how the roads like how people drive and etiquette and that is really interesting. Video games these days, they can teach you, or like give you the experience of everything, and VR is just making that even more scary, to be fair. I don't think I could ever play this game on what's it called, VR. I feel like I mean, I don't get motion sick. I just don't feel like, I feel like I just crash too often. I feel like if you're not used to stuff like VR, your depth perception gets all you know, out of whack, and you probably ain't gonna have the best time. And the only time I've ever used VR was once, and I used it at work because I had to test it. I have never actually used a VR for my own personal indulgences. I don't think I ever will, really. I mean, PSVR 2 came out, or PS2 VR. I don't actually know what it's called. I think it's PSVR 2. Some people just get motion sick. They do. Yeah, I think I knew the new PlayStation VR came out, which was not meant to come out for a longer time, so I was very surprised when they said it was coming out in February. Yeah, let's just... Oh, heck. I'm getting real sick of these ones. These are... Absolutely perfect. I'm actually getting really good at these now. I'm quite proud of myself. Did we get ourselves a new level? No, we did not. But that 90 XP, I didn't realize how important 90 XP would be at our level. But that is... that 90 XP is a lot more than I was expecting. But we're in Felixstowe now, so we've got a job to Amsterdam. So we go to the Felixstowe docks and then drive ourselves up from to Amsterdam. Oh wow, it looks like all of the jobs are either to Rotterdam or Amsterdam. They literally all are. Okay, so it's we're gonna go to Amsterdam then, because all the jobs are basically to the same place. Pardon me. Bit of a hiccup there. Oh no, come on. Don't give me hiccups. Oh, son of a bitch. Right. To Amsterdam. So what truck are we driving? We are driving... Ooh, a right-sided Actros. Ooh, I do like the left-sided trucks more. It's very weird driving a right-sided. Let us look at our things. So what are we carrying today? We're carrying 9 tons of radiators. All right, let's size up our journey. So we're going to go through Rotterdam. So we're going to make a quick pit stop in Rotterdam. And then when we get to here, we're going to come in and get that as well. Alrighty then. We don't need to go to Dover or Calais, so that's fine. Definitely surprised there wasn't more jobs in the UK, but unfortunately, until we have our own truck, it's not really something we get to choose. It's more just we have to just suck that up and accept it. There isn't any stuff right there, so let's just go. So it's gonna feel very weird for me because like I said, when I first played this game, very used to the right-hand drive. And I probably should get really used to it because... Oh, 1 second. Okay, yeah, we're going to need to adjust our FOV. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm very used to driving left-sided, so this is very weird for me to be on the right side of the cab. I definitely get a lot more conscious of hitting stuff when I'm in the right side. And I think I've actually crashed more in this game driving a right-sided cab than I have a left. So it's... yeah. Very weird for me. And of course, the main problem I would say is I'm so used to looking at the mirrors in the left side than the right side, so... looking at having to use my main mirror as the left mirror... sorry, the right mirror instead of the left is very weird as well. But we're in one of my favorite trucks, so definitely no complaints from me. It's just gonna be weird to get used to again. Only about half of our distance we're driving today is going to be via truck anyway, as in the rest is going to be via ferry. Once we get into Amsterdam, we'll hopefully have the ability to maybe go to Deutschland or Denmark, or maybe back to Luxembourg. We don't know. Probably going to take a new place. I don't really want to go back to somewhere I've been before. It kind of defeats the object of it, if you know. We're trying to discover things. It's you know, not the most useful to be going somewhere we already know. Okay, there we go. We should be able to hit 50 now. There we go. Whether or not the truck in front of us can you know, spring to life as quickly as our Mercedes can, we don't know. I'll take that as a no. Okay, we're gonna chill behind him for a little bit. We don't want to there's no point, you know, sprinting past him, especially because I'm, like I said, very unconfident in the driving of a right-sided cab. And to say I'm English, I should really be good at driving a right-sided cab. I'm just not. Left-sided cab is a lot easier to drive. And also, I believe it's far more common, given that obviously a lot of trucks are European and that. A lot more trucks drive from the side that would make sense on a right-handed drive. I feel like if I played this game more often with a right-sided truck, I'd probably be fine, but again, using quick travel, a lot of the times you're at the right side, left side in the truck anyway, so... unless you intend to get your own cab, like truck straight away and just drive, you know, universally right-sided trucks, it's, yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of left-sided trucks and then to adjust to a new side of truck. For me, at the very least, not something I'm interested in doing. Yeah. And quite a few deliveries today. I'm quite happy. Ah. I'm sure that guy will forgive me. It's fine, you know? Fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So we're going to turn off at the docks, get ourselves on the ship, and find ourselves over to Rotterdam first. Our first stop on this trip. Going to be a very nice place to go to. I have technically, I believe, been to Rotterdam. I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure I went to Rotterdam while I was visiting my family. Oh, again, close family friend who, again, I consider family. In Amsterdam, as they lived there with their son for a while. I believe we may have gone to Rotterdam too. I do not remember. I know that I feel like I've been there with how familiar it is, but I can say for certain I've been to Amsterdam, which is a very nice place, actually. I would definitely go to Amsterdam again, actually. Very, very nice place. Um, yeah, very, very nice place. Okay. 50, that's fine. A nice drop to 50, that makes sense. These roads are a little bit perilous anyway, so 50 is probably a good shout from the game there. Especially as we're going to have to hope that no one goes a bit too close to me, because again, Amsterdam does seem nice. You'd like to go. I'll be honest, dude, like, again, it's been years since I went, so again, I take everything I say with a grain of salt when it comes to travel advice, but I remember when I went, it was really, really nice. They have like a very weird, again, weird as in like different, it's not weird as in bad. Like, they have like a very weird like shopping culture as well. I don't know if it's the same in France, but it was very weird that you'd like walk around the shop, you'd be like, and my auntie just gave me a loaf, like gave me like a baguette, and I was eating the baguette, and she buttered the baguette, and I was walking around with a buttered baguette, eating it before we'd even paid for it. I mean, of course, we paid for it and everything, but, like, the fact that that was so common, like, you'd see other people doing it, it's just a very weird thing. I don't know if my auntie just was like, yeah, it's fine, or it's an actual cultural thing. Because I saw other people doing it. But again, I could have, you know, rose-tinted glasses because it was years ago, but either way, I remember that vividly, and it was very weird. But other than that, the actual place is very nice. It was I very much enjoyed going when I was younger. Definitely, like I said, I'd definitely go again. Right. Oh, there we go. It's not common, but you've seen people do it here. Fair enough, then. So it's a little bit more... It's not common, but it's definitely a thing. Fair enough. All right, over to the Europort. Oh. Right. Okay, so we just got out of the Europort straight to Rotterdam, and then a quick jaunt up the road to, oh, wow, you put me in the worst bloody position. Okay. No, we'll keep our daylights, we'll keep our side lights on, but not our, running lights. Okay, let's go straight, and we're on the right side now. Okay. I must admit, it's definitely just one of those cultural things, because no one in the UK does that. I mean, no one normal. Like, people who are like, people who are a little bit, you know, not all there, they'll do it. But, like, the general consensus is, no, you don't do that. Like, that's just not something you do. And that was an overshot turn there, Joe. Well done. But either way, yeah, Amsterdam meant to be a very nice place, and sorry, it is a very nice place. And again, I don't remember if I've been to Rotterdam, but I'm going when. I was about to say I'll have a look in the game, see if I remember it. No, oh shit in hell. That was my bad. That was my bad. And yep, 135 quid off because I accidentally just knocked him. You just open a bottle of soda, wherever, drink it out before paying for it at the supermarket, or taking a pack of biscuits out of the box, but just buttering a baguette I've never seen. Yep. This was years ago, though, remembering, like, this was, like, well over, oh, God, it might even be 20, no, it's not 20 years, because I think my little sister was born, so it's nigh on 16 years, so it's definitely a long time ago, so it could have just been more acceptable then. I don't really know, but either way, it was definitely weird. But in the UK, we just don't do, like, even opening a can of soda and drinking it out before paying for it, no, even in the UK, we don't do that. In the UK, we still call that shoplifting, because you haven't paid for it yet. So yeah, kids in the UK do try to do that. Like, I have seen obviously a bunch of kids, like teenagers, do it for them to get ceremoniously kicked out after being forced to pay for it. I mean, I say unceremoniously. They got kicked out because obviously in the UK it's not normal, but now either way, yeah, it's just either way, getting out of the weird cultural conversation like that, it's yeah, you should definitely get yourself over to Amsterdam for maybe what because it isn't, like I said, I do remember it being very nice. Okay, we're about here. I'm gonna hit 30, so let's quickly get ourselves ready for that 30-mile-an-hour change. Oh, 31 technically. Yeah. I don't like being in a left-sided cab. It's so weird. Or right-sided cab. I know what I meant. I like being in a left side. I don't like right. Why are we going? Oh, because it's yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. All right. Don't remember when SCS last touched the Netherlands and Belgium of that as a whole when it comes to their game. I'm interested to. I think they do deserve a I think one thing I'll say about SES, because they're a small team, I do hope they get a chance to redo lots of places, because some places definitely deserve to be brought up to the same standard as the old ones. And I don't even care if they do it as a DLC. Like, if you want to redo the entirety of the UK and add Ireland, but you make it a DLC, I'll pay for it. Like that to me, 15 quid, give me. Like, I have the amount of money I've spent on like Euro Truck Simulator, like I have every DLC at the moment. Every DLC for like map expansion wise. I don't have like the side DLCs, but like every map expansion I have at the moment. Obviously with the new one coming out, I believe sometime soon, I'll have that as soon as it comes out, more than likely. But yeah, and like just generally thinking about the thinking about it, definitely just needs to be they just need to redo it. But in the UK, is it a thing to only take a bottle from a pack and leave the gutted pack on the shelf? Because we do it here, but I remember someone from another country and they thought it was a fucking barbarian doing that. Yes, in the UK, you would be considered a fucking barbarian for doing that. That is something we do not do. They are sold as multi-pack, so in the UK, they're a multi-pack. You can't just, they can't be sold separately. So it's less of a, I don't know if it's, I mean, it's definitely a cultural thing. So a culture, we don't do it at all anyway. But I think it might stem from the fact that it's a multi-pack, and they would not, I don't think they would sell you it as a single item, as it is a class, as a, if you pull it from that, it is classed as a multi-pack item. We do have individual cans in most supermarkets anyway that you can just buy anyway. So there is no, the multi-pack aren't the only ones you can just pick from. If you want an individual can, there are individual cans typically shelved next to it or in a different part of the same aisle. Let's say if you only want one, there's typically cans priced alone. But they'll be more, it'd be more expensive to buy one than it will be to buy 6. I'm not saying this makes sense, I'm just saying that's how we do it. But yeah, like, yeah, in the UK, not a thing. It's just not. But, hey, I mean, it shows just how different people are from, like, just skip over a flipping small body of water. It's just how different we are, really. But when I say small, I mean small body of water in the grand scheme of things. I mean, let's be honest, it's not a small body of water. It's a large body of water in terms of ability to cross, you know, freely. You know, we just have the packs here. Take what you need. If you want to hold one, just take the whole one that's not open. Yeah, in the UK, we do have separate. So it could just be that we have individually sold ones. But yeah, in the UK, you don't rip open